protect me. Wouldn't let my enemies triumph over me. Oh, my God can do anything.
I dreamed of a woman. I dreamed of all wounded women being healed. I dreamed of no woman being disfigured or dying of cancer. I dream of a world where no woman is ever battered again, and every woman that has endured domestic violence is healed, spirit, soul, and body. I dream of a day and time that every raped and molested woman no longer feels she has to bear the shame, blame, and stigma often assigned to victims of sexual abuse. I dream of a world where mothers are protected and respected and cared for the way Jesus cared for his mother. Dream with me. I am a dreamer. I am a seer. All women have one dream: to be made whole, spirit, soul, and body. All women, one dream. That's our theme. We dream of a world where high-powered women pulling in six-figure salaries don't commit suicide due to depression. Women of color such as Laura Brown, a certified public accountant, a a world where a preeminent woman like Juanita Bynum, Joyce Myers, and others don't have to suffer the horrors of child molestation or the degrading and brutal physical and verbal abuse at the hands of a husband. To be known, applauded, and appreciated by others, the price is too high. We dream of a world where being a strong woman is a virtue and not an indictment. A world where strong women are not destined to remain single or sentenced to divorce because they're not weak or inept. We dream of a world where the victim is no longer sentenced to silence to protect the predator. We dream of a world where women stop fighting each other and champion one another's causes. Dream with me. We dream of a world where the church is not a male-dominated society that abuses women and children, while the majority of their congregants are women. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the world and the leading cause of death in the United States. 48% of that is women. Despite the increase of awareness, only 54% of the women recognize that heart disease is the #1 killer. I'm praying that we recognize what can stop our hearts and protect our hearts, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. You actually can be bored to death. That won't happen on this cruise. Researchers at the University College of London found that those who report high levels of boredom early on were more than twice as likely to die of heart disease. Look at your neighbor and say, I refuse to let you get bored. I refuse to let you get bored. Lung cancer accounts for more deaths than any other cancer in both men and women. I refuse to let anything take your breath away. Almost 2/3, 64% of women who die suddenly of coronary heart disease have no previous symptoms. There is such a thing as heartbreak that will actually give you a heart attack. Look at your sister and say, be careful who you give your heart to. Chronic low respiratory disease is #3, the #3 cause of death for women in the U.S. #4, accidents, unintentional injuries. #5, strokes. #6, Alzheimer's disease. Almost 2/3 of American seniors living with Alzheimer's are women. Diabetes is number 7. Influenza and pneumonia is number 8. Kidney disease is number 9. And suicide is number 10. Finally, about 4,000 women die each year due to domestic violence. Of the total domestic violence homicides, about 75% of the victims were killed as they attempted to leave the relationship. Look at your sister and say avoid, so you won't have to leave. Mark and avoid the violent tendencies. If you're dating, and the voice elevates, escape. Leave now while you're alive. 73% of male abusers were abused as children. I dream of a world where women are loved and not killed by the men they love. Dream with me. Rules to dream by. When you're faced with a setback, be your own best friend. Touch your sister. Tell that sister, I'll be your friend, but I would like you to be your own best friend. 2, if you want to cultivate resilience, self-compassion, maybe more important, if you want to cultivate resilience, self-compassion may be more important than self-esteem, says Kristen Muir, an associate professor of human development at the University of Texas in Austin. Studies show that people with self-compassion cope better when they're going through life's challenges, including divorce, HIV, or cancer. Self-compassion. What does self-compassion mean? It is about recognizing that you're suffering just like everyone else, and that you too deserve kindness. At this point, I want you to wrap your arms around yourself and speak to the little girl in you. Tell that little girl, I understand that you're going through something, or you've been through something. You deserve kindness. I'll give it to you. I'd like to do a real quick group activity before we transition. Don't be afraid. If you like any group activities, immediately make me think, oh my God, I've got to interact, I need to talk, I'm an introvert, who's going to talk to me? That is truly who I am. I want you to put your hand over your heart, if you would. As humans, we respond to warmth and physical touch, and sometimes the body responds before the mind does. Put your hand over your heart, and a loving gesture can calm you enough to talk yourself through a bad moment. Some of you may have had a bad moment on your way here, on the plane, in the van, up and down the highway, wherever you stopped at. I want you to put your hand over your heart, and I want you to take a few minutes to feel the beat of your own heart. Consider your hand the hand of God, touching you. Turn within yourself and feel your heartbeat. You're giving yourself a kind touch. You're telling yourself heart issues are about to be resolved.
You can experience the power of Healing the Whole Woman 2016, All Women, One Dream. Visit vyrosierministries.org today to purchase a conference t-shirt, mugs, and journals. You can also purchase your copy of the God of My Dreams book, workbook, or CD series. You can also order a complete set of the conference CDs, which includes All Women, One Dream by Dr-Vernette-Rosier, Candi, Staton, Life Happens, and 12 seminar sessions. To place your order, visit our website, vyrosierministries.org. Call us at 810-DREAM-08 or email us at vyrosierministries@gmail.com. Thank you for supporting Let the Prophet Speak and helping us reach the nations.
Refer to yourself in the second person. Tell yourself, now repeat after me. Self, you're allowed to be stressed. But you're going to be okay. Were you talking to me or talking to yourself? Okay, talk to yourself. This helps you step outside of the situation temporarily. Try a nickname. Now, I don't know anybody else's name. Try a nickname. Call yourself by a term of the terms of endearment, such as, honey, you've been through this before. Sweetheart, don't fall apart. Baby, you can go Aretha Franklin. Baby, sweet baby. Start telling yourself that. If they ask you who you're talking to, I'm talking to myself. For love your friends. There are friends that are in your life, some for a season, some for a reason, and some for a lifetime. The season, let go of it. Get over it. Reason, abandon that also. Lifetime, celebrate. Now, none of you try to be clingy and grab my friend, but you notice Candi's statement said we're a lifetime friends. I was thanking God at Thanksgiving last year for her and her beautiful home, and thanking God my first time meeting the man that I'm so blessed that she said I do too. So I'm grateful to God to be able to celebrate it on this cruise. The depth and breadth of your connections can have an impact on your blood pressure. You need a friend. And other key numbers in ways similar to diet and exercise. So it can actually cause your insulin level to spike, or you can decrease it by having friends. He who wants friends must first show himself friendly. Remember, reason, season, lifetime. A North Carolina study of more than 14,000 subjects validated this. Honor your feelings. This is of the utmost importance. Honor your feelings. A study published in the Psychosomatic Medicine found that women who self-silenced, that is, held in thoughts and emotions during a marital conflict, were 4 times more likely to die over a 10-year period than women who let it rip. Thank God I let it rip. 40 years of marriage, husband, if you're watching, I'm living a long time letting it rip. I'm just following medical advice, Tommy. Go ahead, Charlotte, let it rip on him. Help others. Maybe, you may be helping yourself. A 5-year study in the American Journal of Public Health found that people 65 and older who didn't assist, why did I say 65? You got time. If you haven't started, start now. Women 65 and older who didn't assist friends, neighbors, or relatives had a 30% higher chance of dying after a stressful life event. Help somebody to help yourself. 7, don't stop the music. A song can keep you connected. A song can keep you calm. Have a playlist to run by, have a playlist to walk by, have a playlist to sleep by, have a playlist to clean by, and have a playlist to cry by. Sometimes you just need a good cry. Find that song, cry until the mucus is running, cry until you have the dry heaves, cry until you actually have to get in a curled up position, hold and rock yourself. But get it out. All women, one dream, 2016.
When I got up out of my bed this morning, put my feet on the floor, walked across the room to my dressing table. As I looked down at the floor, I can still see myself in the mirror as I felt God's grace and love. Oh, I lifted my hands and began to praise Him. I made it this far. alongside my sister Maggie, who was 10. We would sing ourselves to sleep every night until Mama came in with a switch and told us to shut up. By the time I was 11 years old, my mother and father separated, and we moved to Cleveland to my oldest brother Sam's house. That's how I met Bishop Emil Jewell, who was an overseer of nearly 30 churches worldwide. She had a Christian school in Nashville by the name of Jewell Academy and invited us to attend it. That's how the Jewell Gospel Trio got started. We made 8 records and got to be known everywhere. In Nassau as well as Cuba, we visited those countries. We sung on stages with Sam Cooke and the Soul Stirrers, Aretha Franklin, the Five Blind Boys, Mahalia Jackson, the Pilgrim Travelers featuring Lou Rawls, the Staple Singers, the Caravans, James Cleveland, Albertina Walker, Shirley Seas, and I can name a lot of them. We were 12 years old, and I was out there doing all this stuff. I have recorded 30 albums, 13 of those are gospel. I have been blessed to sell over 10 million records, and still selling. I've been nominated for 5 Grammys, 3 Halls of Fame inductions, 1 Christian, 1 Carolina, and 1 Alabama Hall of Fame. And I give God all the glory. Thank you. God laid his hands on me before I was born because he had a purpose for my life. And he's not finished with me yet. He's kept me through my teenage years. I kept the angels busy. He protected me through my rebellion, through alcohol and drugs. I was an alcoholic for 8 years. God can deliver you. Amen. He can deliver you from anything. It's all in the book. You'll read it. I can't get into detail in all these things tonight, but if you get the book, you won't be able to put it down. I was an alcoholic. I tried to drink myself to death, but God wouldn't let me go. Nearly lost my life in 2 car accidents in the 1970s. Ran from gunfights in nightclubs. Beaten and abused by husbands and boyfriends. But I'm here to tell about it. Tried to commit suicide once. Born and raised in poverty. Had an alcoholic father and a praying mother. Thank God I made it this far. I was a single mother, had to raise 5 children by myself. But I made it, and you can make it too. Is there anything too hard for God? My life is in him. I live, I breathe, I have my being in him. My hope is in him. My future and my peace is always in him. I can't love without him. He is my love story. I've been into some really bad relationships. My problem was I thought I could change him. I want that one to sink in. You think you can change them. You get with somebody, first thing you know, you see these little flaws. You see these little red flags. And so I can change that. Oh God, just let me get to praying. Just let me, I'm the woman of God. I can change it. No, you can't. You can't change him. I tell you what, you'll end up changing yourself. He can change you. I'm the one that changed, not them. They were more evil, more possessive, more demanding, more threatening, until I had me so afraid for my life. They were in control. I became intimidated. I lost my self-respect. I lost my confidence. I lost money. I lost homes. I lost my reputation. I was mistreated. My kids went through this hell with me, thinking I could change them. You can't change them. Stop it. You can't. That's right. They have to want to change. Amen. Like the woman at the well with the issue. I had issues. A lot of issues. My last husband was Otis Nixon. I don't know why in the world I married him. I'm still in awe. I'm like, what was I thinking? Dear God. We had a recovery program. That was what brought us together. We had a recovery program together. Governor Deal signed off on it, and I thought he was delivered from crack cocaine. Found out he wasn't. But they always know how to sneak in. They're so nice. And they're so sweet. And he lied. He said, I'm delivered. And I was really not where I'm supposed to be. And I'm going to be honest with you, spiritually. And I let him sneak in that trap door. But you know what really made the difference was when he hit on my 19-year-old granddaughter. You gotta go. You gotta go. I'm serious. You gotta go. Cause see, I would go to jail. I'm getting to get to be bad. I would go to jail for this. So I had to let him go.
In a brief synopsis, kind of tell us some of the things that you went through. Most people, they see the face and they hear the testimony now, but they don't know some of the horrendous things that happened to you in your teens and in your womanhood that really could have made you have a complete nervous breakdown, could have caused you to take your own life, had God not saved you.
Yes, at the age of 15, I had my first child. And at the age of 16, I had recently had her, and I was gang raped at gunpoint. And the people
You were gang
raped at gunpoint.
At gunpoint.
Yes.
Gang raped.
Yes. I caught a ride home one night with some friends, and the next thing I know, I wound up in the woods. And these people came running out of the woods. They put a bag over my head. They put a gun to my head. And during that time, the Lord took me back later. Something appeared to me. It was in the dark and said, if you do what they say, you may live. And these people told me that they were the one that was killing people. A lot of women were being killed during that season in the town that I was in. Wow. They told me they were the one that killed them. Wow. So someone spoke to me, and the Lord revealed it was an angel that told me if I do what they say, that I may live.
How many people was that?
I don't have any idea. It was a lot of men.
It was a lot of men, and they put a bag over your head.
A bag over my head and a gun. I could feel the gun.
And a gun to your head. And you were gang raped.
I was gang raped by each one of them.
How did you get out of that?
How did I get out? Well, it was two guys that I was with. They kept one and told us if we tell anyone that they would kill that one. And they allowed me and one to leave in the car.
But they never let other women leave.
No, they told me they were the one that killed them. And what they care about killing a blank to the blank was nothing. Oh, wow. And while they was doing something with the guys, something appeared to me. Somebody said, if you do what they say, you may live. And the Lord revealed to me later that it was an angel that spoke to me.
Wow. So how are you not bitter? Because I've heard other individuals actually said, I'm bitter, I'm angry with God. If he could tell me to do what they said and not live, why didn't he stop them from doing it?
I can't explain that, but all I know is that, like the blind man was blind and now he see. All I know is I'm free now and I ain't worrying about all that. The title of this is I Am Not Just an Angry Black Woman. I had just came through a surgery back in 2012, female problems, and I fell into depression, and I walked to the bathroom and looked into the mirror, and I didn't know who I was. And this poem came to me. The title is I Am More Than an Angry Black Woman. I am more than an angry black woman. Stop looking at me. There's stuff going on that you can't see. I'm not yet what or where I want to be. The storm of life is raging, the tides are high, and some places in my life it haven't been no rain for days. I am more than an angry black woman. Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah, I have my hair done and a pretty dress on. Don't hate, appreciate. You don't know how hard it was for me to get out of bed today. I am more than an angry black woman. Why are you looking at me, calling me strong-willed and rebellious? When is the last time you did what somebody told you to do? Whoa. You know, I tried something everybody said would work. They said I would feel better. Well, I have news for you. I feel worse now than I did before I did what they told me to do. I am more than an angry black woman. Wow. I have needs that's not being met, and you telling me not to stress? Okay, just as soon as I see a little success instead of always looking at mess. You telling me to stop looking back? With these tears in my eyes, I can't see what the future holds. That's why I am always looking at mess. Why do you keep looking at me? At least smile or pretend you're my friend. Okay, I know she told you my secret. Oh no, I forgot. I didn't tell anyone this. Only me, myself, and I. Well, I will smile at you and then you'll think I'm okay. When all the time my rain has turned into pain. Like I said before, I am more than an angry black woman. How old am I? You mean the date of my birth or how long I've been saved? Or maybe you mean how long I have been in pain. Well, today I am 2, I want my pacifier. Tomorrow I might be 16. That's when I had my baby and I got gang raped within the same year. Maybe I'm 30. That's when I first got married to live happily ever after. But in 8 years, I was divorced. That is what happened to me. Stop looking at me. I am more than an angry black woman, you see. Okay, turn the other cheek. How can I turn the other cheek when one is attached and the other one is looking back at me? Why did I cut him? I should have shot him. Then it will match the gunshots holes he left in my soul. I am more than an angry black woman, you see. I fell down. I got stuck. It was very hard for me to get back up. Now you sit and stare. You could have called or maybe said a little prayer. You wasn't there when I had my baby at 16 and the gang took my cookies and left their milk. Why did this have to happen to me? What did I do wrong? I just asked to go to a party and asked my friend to give me a ride home. I am more than an angry black woman. You know, my knight in shining armor turned out to be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is not how it was supposed to be. Why are you looking at me? At 3, he started fondling me as I sat on his knee. Oh, who was he? I called him my daddy. She was my best friend. Now I will never see her again. She knows all my secrets, and now everyone else will too. I didn't think my sister would betray me too. I am more than an angry black woman, you see. At night when I try to go to sleep, holes in my soul, bleeds on my sheets. Stop looking at me. I am more than an angry black woman, you see. Who am I? I am your mother, your big mama, your aunt, your sister, your cousin too. I am your doctor, your nurse, your lawyer too. I am your teacher, your bus driver, your janitor, and also your clerk. And someday I may even be your future president. I come in all sizes, shapes, and my hair may be many colors. You know that to be true. I am more than an angry black woman. A thought just came to me. I know what I'll do. I will go to church. The Bible says, come as you are. I didn't have time to do my hair. Why the stare? I thought the Bible says, come as you are. Stop looking at me. I am more than an angry black woman, you see. I'm not yet where or what I am supposed to be. I am more than an angry black woman, you see. Thank you.